Hello everyone, here we are to see some additional questions from grade 12 national examination. Particularly these questions are from last year grade 12 national exam. So let us see some of the questions here. The first function, f of x is equal to ln of to the power of tan x it says. Then we are asked to find the value of f derivative at 0. First of all, in this function there are three functions composed with each other. Those functions are ln x, there is exponential to the power of tan x, and to the power of whatever it is exponential, and then the tan x itself is a trigonometric function. So natural logarithm is the outer one, and next there will be exponential, and finally there will be trigonometric function. So each of them separately, let's try to see how does it looks. Ln x derivative, normally it is the same as 1 over x, and to the power of x derivative, you know, it is to the power of x itself times ln 2. Don't forget that. And tan x derivative, anywhere, anytime, tan x derivative is sec square x. Okay, if we know this, now let us go to the function derivative by chain rule. So f derivative of x will be, first the ln x derivative is 1 over to the power of tan x, as it is 1 over of everything what it contains, then times the to the power of tan x will be derivative, the to the power of tan x times ln 2. Okay, here we applied for ln x only. This one is for the exponential to the power of whatever. As we see here, to the power of x is to the power of x ln 2. So to the power of tan x, when you derive it, to the power of tan x times ln 2. And next, tan x derivative is sec square x. Therefore, we can cancel this one. So what's left now? F derivative of x become sec square x ln 2. Then we need to find f derivative at 0. Then we are going to substitute 0 in place of x. So it will be sec square of 0 times ln 2. But sec square 0 is 1. You know how it comes? Because you know, cosine 0 is 0, and sec means it is just 1 over cos. So sec 0 is 1 over cos 0. Cosine 0 it's 1. I mean, cosine 0 is equal to 1. So we need to correct it. So this is going to be just 1. So we can ignore 1 times ln 2 will be ln 2. Finally, the answer will be ln 2. This is the answer for the first question of grade 12 national exam 2020. Let us see the next question again. Okay, the second question here, it says if f of x is equal to ax plus b, this is f of x, and f inverse of x, f inverse of x plus 1 is equal to 1 over 2x plus 2. These are given conditions. Then we are asked to find a and b. First of all, if f of x is equal to ax minus b, what is f inverse of x? First, let's find the inverse of this function. You know how to find the process of the inverse function. In place of f of x, you can write y is equal to ax minus b, and then exchange the place of x and y. In place of y, write x is equal to ay. In place of x, write y minus b. Then get the y value, make the y alone, bring the b here. X plus b is equal to ay, then divide both sides by a. Therefore, the y become x plus b over a. This means f inverse of x. This is a way how to find inverse function. What do I do? Once, just to repeat for you here. First of all, the function, in place of the function, I wrote y, and then everything is there. And then in place of y, I wrote x. In place of x, we wrote y. And then trying to make the y the subject. To do that, b shifted and added, and then divide both sides by a, it comes. So the y means, the one which is written here, the y is the inverse of x. Now, f inverse of x, we got it already. F inverse of x is equal to x plus b over a. This means that means f inverse of x plus 1. When you say x plus 1, we are going to substitute in place of x plus 1. It will be x plus 1 plus b the whole over a. This is equal to the given value, which is 1 over 2x plus 2. Therefore, here what do we have? This denominator we can give for each of them. It's going to be x over a plus 1 plus b, or b plus 1. I can say b plus 1 over a. This is equal to 1 over 2x plus 2. Therefore, this one we can again write it as 1 over ax plus b plus 1 over a is equal to 1 over 2x plus 2. Therefore, we can equalize the coefficient of x here and the coefficient of x to the right side. The coefficient of x here to the left side is 1 over a. The coefficient of x to the right side is 1 over 2. So we can equalize it. When you do that, 1 over a is equal to 1 over 2 means by crisscross process, the a value will be 2. Then we have got the a. What about the b? Again, the constant term to here to the left side is equal to the constant term to the right side. So we can say b plus 1 the whole over a is equal to 2. But the a value already 2. So b plus 1 over 2 is equal to 2. Then by crisscross, we can get the b value. We can finalize it. 4 minus 1, which is going to be 3. So this is the value of b, and that is the value of a. This is question number 2. Let us see the next question. The next question here, it says 2 times, that is matrix question. It says 2 times 2x minus 5 negative 3, the inverse of it. So we need to find first the inverse of this one. It is equal to, it says 2 times the inverse of this matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, is equal to another 2 by 2 matrix is here. So let's find the inverse of this. Remember, there is a rule. For any 2 by 2 matrix A, B, C, D, the inverse will be what to do. First, 1 over of the determinant of the given matrix. Okay, to use the space, let's write it properly. Okay, so for 2 by 2 matrix, for any 2 by 2 matrix, as you see here, if we have A, B, C, D, the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix will be 1 over the determinant. This means the determinant of the given matrix. Then times, okay, the main diagonal will exchange the place. AD will be DA, and the other diagonal simply will be negated. So in that pattern, when you do this one, the determinant of this matrix, first of all, it will be 1 over, we can find the determinant, 2x minus 3 will be negative 6x, then minus negative 5 times x is negative 5x, so we should be plus 5x. Then in bracket, the main diagonal will exchange place, so negative 3 will come here and the 2x will be here. And the other diagonal will be negated, negative x and 5. That's the way how to find 2 by 2 matrix determinant. On the way, you have to see the way. So negative 6x plus 5x is negative 1 over x. Simply negative 1 over x will be multiplied with negative 3x and 5 2x. This one is negative. Then this is going to be, let's finalize it. Negative 1 over x will multiply each entry. So it's going to be 3 over x. Okay, and then negative 1 over x times x will be just 1. And then negative 1 over x again will multiply 5. It's going to be negative 5 over x. Okay, to make it visible, let's write it properly. Therefore, when you multiply each entry, negative 1 over x times negative 3 will be 3 over x. And negative 1 over x times negative x will be x cancelled, and negative will be positive 1. And negative 1 over x times 5 will be negative 5 over x. And negative 1 over x times 2x, again x cancelled, only negative 2 be left. So it will be multiplied now by 2. Then 2 times, when you multiply, the 2 will multiply the result here. When you multiply, it's going to be 6 over x, the first entry. Then the second entry will be here 2. And again, the 2 will multiply the next one, negative 10 over x. Again, the 2 will multiply the last one, which is going to be negative 4. This is equal to, it's given already, this is equal to what? 3, 2, and negative 5, and negative 4. What we need is just x. So we can equalize the first entry here with the first entry here. When you do that, 6 over x is equal to 3. Then by crisscross, 3x is equal to 6, so x value will be 2. We can stop here. If you want to check by the next also here, negative 10 over x is equal to negative 5. If you do, negative 10 over x is equal to negative 5. Again, by crisscross, negative 5x is equal to negative 10. So the x value will be 2. It is the same answer. So the answer will be 2. That is the third question. Okay, the fourth question here, what does it say? What is the area of the region bounded by the lines x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2? And y is equal to, and the curve y is equal to e the power of 2x. In between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2, which function is above? Is there y is equal to 1 or y is equal to 2x? It's obviously y is equal to the power e the power of 2x will be the above function. So the area of the region will be the integral from 0 to 2, because the evaluation is already there, then e the power of 2x minus 1 dx. This is the beginning. Then when you integrate, e the power of 2x will be e the power of 2x as it is, that's 1 over 2, because the exponent there is a coefficient here too, minus x, because one derivative, one integral is just x. Then the evaluation for each of them will be from 0 to 2. Then we can do separately. Separately means 1 over 2 just a constant. Then e the power of 2x, we can evaluate it from 0 to 2, minus again x, we can evaluate it from 0 to 2 for calculation matter. It will be easier for us. Then 1 over 2 keep outside, and then substitute 2 in place of x here. When you substitute, it will be e the power of 4 minus, again substitute 0, it will be e the power of 0, which is 1. Minus again, in bracket, what's left, substitute 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0, you know, it's 2. Therefore, let's come here. 1 over 2 will multiply each of them. So e the power of 4 over 2 minus 1 over 2, because 1 over 2 multiplied with 1, which will be 1 over 2, then minus 2. These two are constant, both of them. So we can subtract, because this denominator is 1. By crisscross, we can finalize. It's going to be e the power of 2, e the power of 4 over 2 minus 5 over 4. So here you need to take care. The main idea is here. What did I do? The given function, it is e the power of 2x and y is equal to 1. These are the two functions. And the evaluation is from 0 to 2. In between this curve, in between this interval from 0 to 2, which function is above, e the power of 2x is above. Even if you consider 1 is above, you can, no problem. 1 minus e the power of 2x, if you make, finally the answer will be negative. You can negate it, then you can adjust it. So the answer is going to be e the power of 4 over 2 minus 5 over 4. Next, the fifth question, it's here. Let's make this one, it's integration, as you see here, integral. So how to integrate? Let us see again step by step the process. What does it say? If f of x, the integral for x, then in bracket ln x plus 1 over x squared dx. This is what we are asked. So let us distribute the 4x, let us distribute for each of them. So it will be the integral for x ln x plus, again for x will multiply the next one, 4x times 1 over x squared. Then it's going to be, you can give dx there. And then we can give the integral for each of them. It's going to be 4 outside, take it out, x ln x dx, plus, again here we can take out the 4 common outside. Here x will be cancelled, just 1 over x dx left. Remember, the integral of this one is very simple, because 1 over x integral is ln x, so 4 ln x will remain. We will keep it later. We'll bring this result later. So let us think about this one. When you integrate that, let's integrate it here. X ln x dx, the integral of this one, we have to apply by part rule. So let us take u is equal to ln x. Then du will be 1 over x. And then v is equal to x, the other function. And then dv will be, the integral of x will be x squared over 2. Therefore, the rule says uv minus the integral v du. Therefore, uv means we'll multiply this one. So x squared over 2 ln x minus the integral of the v is x times the du will be 1 over x. 1 over x dx. Then here the x will be cancelled. What's left? X squared over 2 ln x minus 1, just 1 left. So the integral of 1 will be x. We have this. But this, the whole has to be multiplied by 4 here. So it's going to be 4 times x squared over 2 ln x minus x plus the results that we have here. Then when you multiply, it's going to be 2x squared ln x, then minus 4x, then plus 4 ln x. So when you are integrating the function x ln x here, the u must be the ln x, we took it, and the dv will be the other one, integration by parts. integration by part rule says take one as u, the other one as dv. Which one is preferable? The ln x will be u. So when you derivative, it will be 1 over x. So the ln will be removed completely. And then the dv, we can take x. So when you integrate x, it's going to be 1 over 2x squared. Then once we have this one, the formula by part says uv, then v du. So which one is uv? The uv means the product of the two. We'll multiply ln x times 1 over 2x squared. It's here. And then minus the dvu means we'll multiply the dv with multiply with v with du. The v is 1 over 2x squared, then will be multiplied with du, which is 1 over x dx. Then x cancelled here. What's left? Only 1 over 2x left. But x derivative is again x squared over 2. So that over 2 will multiply the 1 over 2. It's going to be 1 over 4x squared. Therefore, we'll bring everything here. What we have everything here will be wrote here in place of the integral here. The integral is x ln x. We did it. Then it will be multiplied by 4. When you multiply this by 4, the 2 cut and 2x squared left. And again, when you multiply the next one by 4, the 4 cut out and just x squared left. Plus, what we have, the other integral, it was 4 ln x. Therefore, we can take out common for the first two terms. That's x squared common taken out as you see. Then what left? 2 ln x left in the bracket. Minus what left here? Nothing, just 1 left. Because x squared means just times 1. 1 left. Then plus 4 ln x, then plus c. You can get the answer in the choice in this manner. So these are some questions that we did for today. First one was derivative. We applied chain rule. And the second one, it was inverse function. And it's all about function. I hope you understand the process. And the next one, it is matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, inverse, and then equalizing two matrix. We did it. And the next one, it's about application of derivative area of a region bounded by functions. And the last one, it is integration. So for today, this video, particularly, it is from 2020, enough. I will come back with the next video with additional questions. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me. Thank you very much.